So here's what's going on with stretching or flexibility training. So everywhere in your body is covered in water, at least a sheath of it, at least a few microns thick. And so that's where you're looking from, and that's also the continuity of your being. So that water sheath, like view it, it's like fractal, but it's also, you know, on the outer layers, it actually is just a sheath, like a single contiguous sheath of water. And so wherever that water is present and like relatively thick, especially the exclusion zone water. So the exclusion zone water is your focus, it is your attention. It's like it's the attention that you have will over. So it's like wherever you're looking from, that you can control the direction of your looking, right? You can have your looking take a particular shape of like, oh, I'm looking at my vision, or oh, I'm looking at the sensation of my leg, right? That ability to decide where you're looking, that's the exclusion zone or the EZ water in the body. And so where you focus the attention, that type of water builds up. So when you're stretching, you want to feel that water suit, right? So that feels like just you're focused, you're here on this, trying to feel this continuity. And then that's being put into, first you have to maintain the shape. So the shape just has to be there, right? You can actually get the feeling of your body shape. You can get the feeling of all that exclusion zone water to be, you want it to be looking as one mind, looking as one sheath. So if you put a little bit of tension in the system, you can kind of pull all of the water into communication. And then all of a sudden with a little bit of attention, it becomes very easy to put my mind in my legs with full continuity. So to like make that sheath of awareness or that sheath of water complete. And then also you can focus more to get down into the muscles or get down deeper and deeper into the structure. And as you put your awareness deeper and deeper into the structure, that exclusion zone water builds up, the water itself builds up, and then the intention that you're there with your awareness, and as that area fills up with your awareness, your attention, your intention starts to take over. So it's like, what do you want the intention, what are you intending the tissue to become? And the water will like kind of start to do it. So you can use exercises to drive attention into very, very deep structures. And then the intention that you drive the attention starts to like shape or reform the body. So if you want things to loosen up, or if you've got like a bad area, you're actually just trying to get your water sheath coherent. So you're trying to get your awareness of the area to be there, to be plugged into the whole structure. Like I want to feel my whole back. I want to feel all the muscles in my back. I want that to be continuous with the front. And people always try and break this up into anatomy, but what you're trying to make continuous is your fluidic body, and especially your attention, your EZ water, which is conscious awareness, choice, and decision that builds up in layers on the surface of your body water, which is your consciousness, your generalized consciousness, like hard to name, hard to point at, because it's undifferentiated. It's not even a looker. It's not even an object being looked at. Is what the deeper water, the deeper consciousness is experienced as. Like the deep, deep water of the body is experienced at that before manifestation level of it's not a looker. It's not even a looker. Right? So, but then the exclusion zone water, the surface of the water that's up against all the fascial layers, that's on the surface of reality, the water that's on the surface of the DNA, the water that's on the surface of the cell membranes, the water that's on the surface of the blood vessels, the water that's on the surface of the central nervous system. Right? The water that's on the surface of the central nervous system is what is looking at the central nervous system. And it's by forming itself around the central nervous system, the consciousness makes a surface, it makes attention, and it makes awareness that's in the exact shape of the central nervous system. And then not only that is that shape or that awareness, all the metabolic activity is passing through the exclusions on water, through the attention, through the awareness. And so some people get fragmented, but like the legs can become fragmented from the body, the inside of the awareness can become fragmented from the outside, and that's where you have these like bags or these pockets of exclusions on water, but the surfaces are not connecting. So the organs start operating in isolation, or even this happens at the cellular level. This is cancer. All of this is being mediated in consciousness. So people are looking at the structure of things, but the structure of things is only because the attention and the intention of the water surrounding the structure. Right? Otherwise, the thing's just a dead body or an object. If it's not surrounded and enveloped in intention, like shaping it, so with stretching, it's like, oh, how do I find a position, and then find my attention, and then try and find a movement that keeps my attention solid and focused on it. So you can kind of pull it too far where you feel, oh man, I'm kind of breaking into parts, and put your mind, so people call this just focus. This is what's happening when people are focusing as they stretch. They're directing the water of the body, which holds their intention for what they want to happen. This thing where people think that they're stretching the muscles and firing nerve signals and stuff to relax is kind of secondary or tertiary causes. It's the derivative, it's the effect of the intention in the water. And so when people start to work at this level directly, it's that it starts to look like praying, right? It's just directly putting intention into consciousness. And so stretching, more or less, should be better thought of as prayer, and you're getting into a posture or a position that allows you to keep your attention here, on your attention, keep your attention on that deeper consciousness, like the mysterious stuff. Keep the attention on that deep consciousness and allow it to fill with an intention, usually like loving kindness or metta or repentance or something like that. And then that goes into the body, into the darkness of the body, into the deep water, holding all the things. And then, so that's basically how you stretch.